Hey there everybody, it's your guy Waddles. What's going on? I hope you're doing well today, and I have an interesting conceptual video. Crazy words here, but I'm going to show you an egg trap design. Now, I should say that I know other creators have done this, so there's a chance you maybe saw something just like this, but this is a pretty new mechanic and design, so I thought it would be a great idea to just show it in case you haven't seen it. It will be very practical and useful in the new 1.13 update aquatic update. So you can think of this as kind of a tutorial, but I'm not going to do my normal tutorial stuff where I show you what you need and all that. You'll be able to figure out what you need just from watching the video. Very easy, and we'll just kind of talk about things. It'll be different, but it'll be hopefully useful, hopefully entertaining, hopefully educating in some kind of way. And if you're looking for tutorials, I have a few 1.13 tutorials already out, and I am working on a few more. So if there's one you want to see, drop that idea down in the comments below. Also, drop a like on this video, it helps this video out, and maybe even subscribe, that helps me out. With all of that, let's start talking. Swinging over here to the egg trap itself, this is the design that I'm showing you. Now, why would you want to build this? Well, this is a very simple mob farm. As long as you're in the area of this egg, in the spawning area we should say, things will be spawning. They will go and try and get the egg and fall down into the chute below the egg. And then at the bottom of that, I have a hopper set up with a chest there, so I'm getting all the drops from whatever is spawning. Now, of course, there's no fancy spawning mechanics here. You will need it to be nighttime unless you're in creative. You can test this out for yourself with a few spawners. I have the zombie mods set up around this egg, or the zombie themed or variants or whatever. We have a drowned, we have zombie pigmen, we have zombie, and of course we also have the husk. I almost forgot about you. I don't know why I always forget about the husk, but the husk is another zombie variant, of course, duh. Now ignore some of the other mobs. Spider, you're gonna be a problem. I can't really tell you to ignore the mobs if they're in the way of this thing, but how this thing is working is using trapdoors. So we have trapdoors lining the egg and then the outside of it here. The mobs see trapdoors as a whole block, so they will try to walk as if it's nothing. If you took the trapdoors out, they would just stand at the ledge and look at the eggs. In case you don't know or haven't heard, these mobs don't like the eggs, and they will try to break and smash the eggs here. So that's what's going on. They're seeing the trapdoor as a whole block, trying to walk, then they fall, raked out into this water stream, and then they fall all the way down there. No fancy killing mechanics. No crusher, no anything. I just want something like 35 blocks down so everything would die for sure. But I think it's nighttime time. Nighttime time. I don't know, that sounds weird. So we'll get these spawners active and I'll show you what's going on. The zombies are going after him. The drowned should spawn. There's a husk up there. But as you can see, everything is trying to get the egg over here and falling just like the pigmen were just a minute ago. I don't know why the drowned aren't coming from the spawner at the moment. I am in a snapshot. I don't know if it has to do with spawning conditions or water or something like that, but the drowned will try and go after the egg too. It's pretty useful, kind of interesting. But let's go down to the collection area and we'll see what we have. I just have this little trapdoor set up. If you were building this, you could really build it however you want. Set it up however you want to do it. It'll work. So see, things are falling and dying, and then in here I have loot getting thrown in here. Now the skeleton loot in here is probably in here by chance. A skeleton probably accidentally wandered into this farm and fell and died. Same with the pork chop. I don't think pigmen drop pork chop, right? So that was probably from a random pig wandering in. Now, of course, you could utilize this in the nether too, which is wonderful. Now, you won't be able to use water, so I would suggest just digging a falling trench. Really, you could go ahead and use just one trapdoor here, but I did the two because I do like the look of it, and I'm not sure if the babies would be able to sprint right across that little gap. So I kind of set it up like this for the looks here. But let's say you were doing it in the nether, you could do a whole falling chute right here, another falling chute there, another falling chute down here and here, if you can picture that. Or you could use pistons to funnel everything to the middle, just like you would for, say, a blaze farm. that would work perfectly fine too, but this will work in the nether. Now, typically, turtle eggs would be hatching at nighttime, but because they're not on sand, at least as of 18W11A, they will not hatch. The eggs need to be on sand to hatch, so as long as you use cobblestone, grass, andesite, anything, diorite even, if you're crazy and you want to use diorite for some reason, it should work. The eggs won't hatch, they'll just be there kind of forever, just chilling, and you'll get a pretty nice little mob farm going on. Now, let's say you wanted to get really risky here. You could throw a grown-up turtle in the middle and trap him in there somehow, and then other mobs will try and target that as well, such as maybe an ocelot or a wolf. I don't know if you really wanted to farm those guys and how practical that would be, but you could do it, you know. It's one of those things that you can do, so maybe do it. Really, the only explaining that needs to go on here in terms of building is the sign. So you have to put a sign down low and then a sign on top of it to stop the water from flowing in. Water source blocks in all of these corners. I have this circle-ish shape, but it's not really a circle at all, really. And so that's the basic concept of this little turtle egg trap here. Very useful, or it should be very useful. I know I'm going to probably throw one of these in my world just to test it and see what it's like, you know? Maybe you could go caving and limit spawns to the surface and then hopefully use this as maybe a zombie farm type thing. Might be kind of neat, but let me know what you think. And also, are you going to build it? Do you think you would ever see use in this? No, maybe not. If you have an improvement to this build, let me know what you think. And what is that improvement down below? I know you could definitely, instead of doing, you know, the whole falling chute, some kind of mob crusher on a clock, probably. That might work. I don't know, though. Oh, and a cow just fell in there, too. So that'll be kind of cool. Oh, they can't get down. There you go. Take turns, everybody. Anyways, getting off topic here. My name is Waddles. I hope you enjoyed this little informational, kind of neat little showcasey video. Do you want to see more videos like this? Let me know about that down below. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And I will see you next time. Go have a good day. Goodbye, everybody.